All right, Alex. Can you just explain a little bit about what you do and who you work for?
All right. Well, I am one of our Blue Elite tour guides on campus. So I work for the admissions department, giving tours, acting as a representative for the university to a lot of our special events for admissions, doing a lot of like recruiting students, kind of explaining why we chose MTSU and why we really like MTSU.
All right. So the first question, when is the best time to apply to MTSU?
Um, we have rolling admissions, so as early as possible. Usually, you can apply up to about a year in advance, but you have to make sure that you get your applications in by the priority deadlines for scholarships, which is December 1st for an incoming freshman or February 15th for an incoming transfer student.
Okay. Question two, why should a potential applicant choose MTSU?
It's a really, really great campus. I mean, the campus is beautiful. There's a lot of really awesome things to do. Everybody here is super welcoming. The faculty are super approachable, super nice. It's just an all around pleasant experience.
All right. Question three, what do you think is the hardest part of the admissions process, and what can a new student do to tackle that challenge?
Definitely getting in all of your paperwork, I think, is probably the most important thing at the very least. So definitely get your FAFSA in as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next question. Can you give any detail about the Hope Scholarship, how it works, and how to keep it?
The most important thing is to make sure that you don't drop below full-time hours. So you have to make sure that every semester you're enrolling in full-time hours, which is 12 for the fall and the spring, 12 hours. Also, keep your grades up because if you fall below a certain threshold, you lose it. It's very difficult to get it back.
All right. Next, what are other scholarships that new students should consider?
Well, depending upon your grades and your ACT score coming in, there are certain guaranteed scholarships if you meet those certain thresholds. So again, keep your high school grades up, do as well on the ACT as possible. But then, of course, there are some other scholarships that you can apply for. There's scholarships for just about everything, both through us and through third-party organizations.
Mm-hmm. All right. What are majors that could appeal to people who have more hands-on learning style?
So we've got our mechatronics major, of course, which is relatively new, but I mean, essentially you get to build robots, which is pretty neat. Starting pretty soon, we're going to have our own fermentation science major as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get to learn about not only, obviously, beer and wine and things like that, but
Mm-hmm.
also yogurt and cheese, things like that. And there's actually there's a brewing company that's actually building a brewery in town with a special lab specifically for MTSU students. So you'll get some good experience there. And then, of course, any of our agricultural programs, horse science, we have our own horse farm, our own dairy farm. Students actually literally get to ride horses and milk cows and things like that. So they're a pretty good range of those types of majors.
All right. In your opinion, what's the best thing about MTSU?
I kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, but I really appreciate how welcoming everybody is. I think it's a really easy campus to get yourself kind of situated into.
Mm-hmm.
Meet lots of new people. I mean, the
Yeah.
professors are, like I said, really approachable.
Yeah.
So it makes things easy.
All right. And last question, is there anything you would like to say to a potential new student who's on the fence about coming to MTSU?
Um, Come see the campus. Let me give you a tour because I wasn't sold initially, but then I came and I did a tour and I really had my mind made up at that point. So
All right. Well, thank you very much.
yes, sir.
Uh, yeah.